Let's talk about the night that James Brown saved Boston.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. We are black. We are black. Now, wait a minute. We're black. Don't make us all look bad. Let me finish doing the show. You're not being fair to yourself and me either. Yeah, baby, because I figured I could get some respect from my own people.
This clip is from James Brown concert the night of April 5th in 1968, just one day after Martin Luther King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. The day of the assassination, when James Brown heard the news, he was in New York in a recording studio. He made a TV appearance encouraging the people of New York to practice nonviolence. However, this plea fell on deaf ears, as after his appearance, violence began to break out in the city of Harlem. Cities began to riot. Eventually, fires were burned in almost 200 cities across the nation. A national emergency would be declared, and National Guard troops would be deployed across the nation in response to all the rioting. Now, James was scheduled to perform in Boston the very next day. The police and mayor's office had already lost trust with the black population, most of which were located in the South End and Roxbury neighborhoods. And this was due to the riots that the city suffered through in 1967, the summer previously. These riots were caused by the beating and jailing of several women, a part of the Mothers for Adequate welfare group, whom organized a sit-down at the welfare office in Grove Hall, where Dorchester and Roxbury meet. On top of all of this, MLK was highly revered in the city of Boston, having received his master's degrees at Boston University and meeting his wife Coretta Scott King during the same time, while she was a student at the New England Conservatory. So his death was hitting Boston especially hard. New mayor Kevin White was panicking and feared that violence would be brought to Boston's downtown area and moved to cancel the show to keep 15,000 predominantly young blacks from coming downtown during a national emergency. Enter two very important people. Tom Atkins, who was the only black member of the Boston City Council and often a community mouthpiece for the black community, and DJ Jimmy Bird, who consistently served as a voice for the community. Bird gave Atkins a call and informed him that Kevin White was fixing to cancel the show. Kevin actually didn't even know who James Brown was. Atkins agreed that canceling the show would be catastrophic and eventually convinced the mayor to let the show continue. A live broadcast was suggested to be put on local television. WGBH was tapped for this responsibility. It was going to be the first time ever recording a broadcast at a concert event. This, mixed with how short notice this was, meant the stakes were incredibly high. As he arrived into Boston, James was not aware of any of this. It was up to Atkins to call him and inform Brown of these changes. When he learned of this news, Brown was understandably upset, as he was set to lose a lot of money. Once he arrived in Boston, he requested to be paid out $60,000, which is roughly $500,000 today, to make up for the money he would lose in ticket sales. Atkins promised that he would get paid. However, James was never fully paid the amount that he requested. With James Brown convinced, he and his famous Flames were ready to take the stage, with all of Boston watching. He performed for over 2 hours without a hitch, and while other cities plunged into chaos, Boston remained calm. But the night was not without any drama. Towards the end of the show, young fans stormed the stage, and things looked like they were going to spin out of control. James in this moment did not falter. He settled the crowd and continued with the performance without missing a beat.